So my lab is interested in general questions about how animals can handle fluids. And we're specifically interested in a really interesting phenomenon called freeze tolerance. So there are animals in the world that can actually tolerate freezing. We can't do that, of course, but there are animals that can, over the course of the fall, generate the capacity for them to be able to freeze in the winter and then survive that freezing in the spring. 65% of their body water becomes ice. They stop breathing, their heart stops, there's no circulation, they look like they're dead. And within hours of thawing, they're moving around, they're eating, and they can even be mating. It's just an incredible feat. So we're interested in learning the mechanisms of freeze tolerance by studying Cope's gray tree frog. It's a small little frog. It comes out in the spring. You've probably heard it in your backyard if you're from Ohio. So we don't know how this happens. What's happening to these cells to render them freeze tolerant in the absence of anything else? It's an inherent cellular property. So that's where we started to think, well, we need better tools. We sought expertise, specifically Jeremy Erb, who's a faculty member in chemistry who has expertise in organic chemistry and biochemistry.
I think that we'll be able to use some of the chemical instrumentation in our department and my chemistry expertise to study what exactly is happening, what are the molecular changes that are occurring in the frogs. We're headed down some exciting avenues. We think about the use of cryoprotecting biological organisms. We can do that on a small scale right now with, let's say, eggs or cells.
Broader than that, though, we can imagine some biomedical applications for tissue transplantation, organ transplantation. So right now, in terms of human organ donors and recipients, the major factor is time between organ procurement and to be able to transplant it into the recipient. And so it could be a matter of hours that an organ could be transplant competent. What if we could learn what these frogs are doing at this freeze tolerance level and then use those strategies to allow better transplantation, create organ banks? This animal does this just by itself. It has this natural capacity. What renders an animal freeze tolerant? That's just a cool scientific question. What makes an animal be able to basically freeze alive and remain alive after that frozen episode? So just from a science perspective, that's cool to ask.